In the last video, we explored the 5 cosmic laws rooted in ancient African spirituality. Now we journey deeper into the heart of these sacred mysteries. This journey is not just about knowledge, it's about transformation. You, the seeker, will walk through the lens of ancient Africa, where the soul's alchemical process was first understood. From the burning sands of Kemet, where the principle of Ma'at demands you to burn away the ego, to the deep, mysterious waters of Olokun in Yoruba cosmology, where the rigid structures of the self are dissolved into pure potential, you will enter the sacred process of becoming. Are you ready to step into the fire, to let go of the false identities that hold you back? Can you face the vast oceans of your own emotions and surrender to their wisdom? And are you prepared to travel to the stars and beyond to meet the cosmic forces within and around you? This path is a cycle, an eternal return, where you will learn to integrate dualities, refine your essence, and awaken your divine spirit. You'll begin in the darkness of the unknown and emerge as a master, one who understands the deep unity between the self and the cosmos. As we explore the African cosmologies and philosophies that guide this journey, you'll discover that this transformation is not merely personal, it is a return to cosmic order, where your soul aligns with the divine rhythm of creation. So, the question is, are you ready to awaken? The first step is calcination, the burning away of the ego, guided by the Kemetic principle of Ma'at. You'll strip away false identities and illusions. Are you ready to release what holds you back and align with cosmic truth? 1. The call to purification. As we step into the sacred fire of transformation, we begin with calcination, the first stage of this alchemical journey. Here, the ancient wisdom of Ma'at from the lands of Kemet calls upon you. Ma'at, the eternal principle of balance and truth, demands that we strip away all falsehood, illusion, and attachments. These attachments are the layers we build around ourselves, the masks of the ego, the material desires, and the limiting beliefs that keeps us bound to the physical world. Imagine the ego as a veil that distorts the truth of who you are, blinding you from your deeper cosmic identity. The fire of calcination burns through this veil, consuming what no longer serves you, cleaning and clearing the path for spiritual clarity. Ma'at teaches us that only when we lighten the heart, when it becomes as light as a feather, can we stand in balance with the cosmos. This burning away of the ego is the first step in realigning with the divine order of the universe. In this moment of purification, you are like an observer witnessing the layers of your being dissolve. As you let go of the illusions that have shaped your identity, something remarkable happens. New possibilities begin to emerge. The truth of your soul, long hidden beneath the ashes of ego, starts to reveal itself. The more you surrender, the more the deeper aspects of your being come into view. You start to realize that you are not confined by the limited self you once knew. There is a vastness within you, waiting to unfold. This is not just a burning away, but a revelation, one that opens your awareness to the greater reality. As the false parts of you fall away, the universe begins to whisper its truths. It shows you that the boundaries you thought existed between yourself and the cosmos are mere illusions. When you step back from the small self, you begin to glimpse the infinite. The more you release, the more you understand that you are part of something much greater, something boundless. But this is only the beginning. The fire of calcination clears the path. But now you must prepare for the next step, the descent into dissolution. 2. The descent into dissolution. After the ego is burned away in the fire of calcination, you are left with the ash, what remains after the illusions of the self have been consumed. But the journey does not end here. Now we must descend deeper into the subconscious, into the formless, where the old structures of identity begin to dissolve. This is the stage of dissolution, a sacred process of breaking down what remains after the fire. In the ocean's vast depths lies Olokun, the Yoruba deity of the sea. Olokun governs the watery realm of mystery, potential, and untapped depths. Just as water flows, shifting between forms without effort, so too must we allow our rigid, psychological, and emotional structures soften to break apart. These structures, old patterns, fears, and attachments are like the stones that block the flow of divine wisdom. And as Olokun teaches, when we surrender to the depths of the unknown, we make space for transformation. In this stage, you, the seeker, are invited to become like water, fluid, adaptable, and open to the vastness of your being. Much like Olokun's domain, which is beyond the boundaries of land, we must dissolve the boundaries of ourselves, recognizing that we are far more expansive than we once believed. When we let go of control, we enter a realm where true wisdom emerges, not from the intellect, but from the deep well of the soul. This is the moment of surrender, where the old self submerges into the depths, and you come to understand that you are part of a greater whole, a cosmic ocean without boundaries. As you prepare for what comes next, let your spirit soften and flow, for the journey will now take you to a place where separation is necessary to bring forth your true essence. Prepare for the next phase, the choice to separate. The choice to separate. As you rise from dissolution, where your identity and form were stripped down to their essence, you now stand at a critical juncture. Here, you are faced with a sacred decision to separate the pure from the impure. This is where your soul must choose to step beyond the illusion, leaving behind what no longer serves your higher self. At this moment, you are called to align with the wisdom of the Nummo, the sacred water spirit of Dogon cosmology, which teaches us how to bring order from chaos. Just as water nourishes and destroys in its dual nature, so must you learn to discern between what is real and what is merely ego-driven. The Nummo reflect this duality, existing between life and death, creation and destruction. It mirrors your own journey to separate your soul's eternal essence from the attachments and illusions that bind you to the material world. You are asked now to purify your soul, as the Dogon people honor water to ensure its clarity and flow. In the sacred moment, you must differentiate the wave-like essence of your soul from the dense particle-like nature of your ego. The soul flows freely, boundless and connected to the vast cosmos, while the ego constrains, limits, and seeks control. By making this a separation, you let go of what is small and egoic and embrace the infinite potential of your soul. Like water, your essence must be free to move, unhindered by the restrictions of form and identity. This stage isn't about loss, it's about refinement. You are purifying your spirit, much like the process of filtering water to reveal its true clarity. The illusions, attachments, and beliefs that you've held on to must dissolve so that your true nature can emerge, untainted and clear. In Dogon mythology, the Nummo teaches that you can see what lies beneath only when the waters are still. So, in this quiet place, discern what is of your essence and release what is not. Understand that this choice to separate is a step towards higher mastery. You are shedding the ego-driven attachments that cloud your vision and embracing the boundless nature of your spirit. In the same way that light behaves as both wave and particle, you must now recognize the soul transcends the material world while still influencing it. Prepare yourself for what comes next. The time is approaching when you will have to bring these separated aspects of your being back into harmony. The integration challenge awaits, where dualities must merge and the balance must be found. 4. The challenge of integration. Now that you have chosen to separate the pure from the impure, you find yourself standing in a place of deep reflection. It is here, at the crossroads of spirit and matter, that the real work begins. The challenge before you is integration, bringing together the dualities that once seemed to pull you in different directions. This is a sacred union, a conjunction, where you must merge what you have separated, balancing the spiritual and material, the masculine and feminine, the seen and unseen. In Yoruba philosophy, this stage reflects the concept of Pele, which speaks of cultivating a balanced and harmonious character. It teaches that true spiritual mastery is not about rejecting the material world, but aligning it with a higher self. You are not meant to escape from the physical realm, but to integrate it with your spirit, allowing both to coexist in harmony. This is the moment when you must bring the soul's wisdom into your everyday life, walking between the realms of spirit and matter with grace. Think of the local and non-local aspects of existence. What appears to be separate on the surface, your physical body and your spiritual essence, are, in truth, one. Just as two particles can be connected across vast distances, you two are connected to all things, regardless of how separate they may seem. This is your task now, to see that the material and the spiritual are not opposing forces, but aspects of a unified whole. This stage requires that you honor both sides of yourself, the earthly and the divine. The masculine and the feminine within you must be brought into balance, each serving the other in perfect harmony. The wisdom of Pele teaches that when you cultivate this inner balance, you walk through the world with a deep sense of purpose and peace. Your outer actions align with the inner knowing, and the higher and lower aspects of your being move as one. Integration is not always easy. It requires that you confront the parts of yourself that you have neglected or rejected, aligning them with your soul's purpose. You must embrace both your spiritual insights and your earthly desires, understanding that both are vital to your growth. This is the alchemy of conjunction, where the divine and the human within you meet and merge into something greater. As you bring these dualities into harmony, you move closer to a state of cosmic unity. The soul and the ego, the spirit and the flesh, the wave and the particle are all expressions of the same essence. By integrating these aspects of yourself, you expand your consciousness, seeing beyond the illusion of separation into the truth of oneness. It's easy to feel disconnected when trying to balance the demands of modern life with the wisdom of ancient African spirituality. You may wonder how to bring that sense of unity and interconnectedness into your everyday space. But creating sacred spaces that resonate with your spiritual journey can transform your environment and mindset. Whether you are meditating, reflecting, or simply seeking a deeper connection, the Cosmic Weaver Collection is here to support you. Each product is designed to weave the energy of cosmic and ancestral harmony into your surroundings. The Weaving the Universe yoga mat offers a serene foundation for your practice, combining African motifs with cosmic symbols to guide your movements. The Threads of Destiny hoodie wraps you in a blend of celestial and cultural elements, embodying the interconnectedness of spirit and self. The Sacred Patterns tote bag allows you to carry the essence of these sacred designs wherever you go, while the Celestial Flow pillow brings a touch of cosmic serenity to your personal space. And for those quiet moments of reflection, the Ancestral Constellations mug connects you to the stars, a reminder of your place in the universe. Check the tagged products under this video to bring home the Cosmic Weaver collection and support the House of Horus. Thank you for being a part of our journey, where we reconnect the threads between spirit, ancestors, and the cosmos. Prepare yourself for what lies ahead. The emergence of divine spirit is on the horizon, a moment of profound transformation where the soul awakens to its true nature. You will soon enter the process of fermentation and distillation, where your essence is refined and your spirit reborn. Five. The emergence of divine spirit, fermentation and distillation. As you move deeper into your journey, you begin to feel the stirrings of something profound within you, a spark, a breath, an awakening. This is the stage of fermentation, where the soul undergoes a spiritual rebirth, like Umoya in Zulu cosmology, the breath of life that animates all things. It is here that the divine spark within you ignites, awakening a deeper awareness of your connection to the universe and cosmos. You've already separated the pure from impure and integrated your inner dualities, but now a new kind of vitality emerges from within. This is a sacred moment where the soul begins to transcend the limits of the ego and dualistic thinking. It's as if the parts of you that once felt fragmented are now coming together to form something greater. Just as fermentation transforms simple elements into something rich and complex, so too does this process refine and elevate your spirit. In this stage, your inner essence, the divine energy that lies at the core of your being, begins to rise. It is no longer just an idea or concept. It becomes an experience, a living reality. The ego, once dominant, starts to dissolve further, making way for the full expression of your soul. This is the beginning of your spiritual rebirth, where you step into a new state of consciousness that transcends the ordinary. Following fermentation comes distillation, a process of refining your spiritual energy to its purest form. This is where you focus on the essence of who you truly are, free from the noise of the world and the distractions of the ego. In Ashanti philosophy, this stage is represented by Sansam, the pure spiritual force that each of us carries. As you go through this process, your Sansam, your spiritual essence, becomes more refined, more aligned with the higher frequencies of consciousness. Much like tuning an instrument to resonate with the right notes, this stage is about aligning your energy with the vibrations of the cosmos. The impurities of the ego continue to fall away, and you start to resonate with a higher, more harmonious state of being. You are no longer operating from a place of separation, but from a place of unity and coherence with the universe itself. Each stage of your journey has been preparing you for this moment, where your spiritual energy is purified and turned to its highest potential. You are becoming more attuned to the cosmic frequencies, moving in sync with the divine flow of creation. This is the essence of distillation, the refinement of your soul, where you become a clearer vessel for the light and wisdom of the universe to move through you. As you continue on this path, you will soon reach a stage of profound realization, a moment of coagulation where everything you have learned and experienced comes together in unity and mastery. Prepare yourself for the final transformation awaits. 6. Unity and mastery. As you near the end of your journey, you begin to feel an undeniable shift, a sense of wholeness, a profound calm that resonates deep within your being. This is the stage of coagulation, where all that you have learned and experienced merges into one unified whole. It is here, in this sacred moment, that you begin to embody the mastery you've been seeking. The fragmented pieces of yourself, once separated and purified, now come together, creating a harmonious, complete expression of who you truly are. In this stage, your journey reaches its culmination, and you realize that what you were seeking outside of yourself was always within you. The wisdom of the ancestors, the rhythm of the cosmos, the divine essence, all of these now flow through you as one. You are no longer a seeker, you are the embodiment of what you have sought. Like Amma in Dogon cosmology, the creator and sustainer of all things, you now stand as a co-creator with the universe, fully aware of your role in the cosmic dance. It's as if the veil has lifted and you see with new eyes the dualities that once defined your existence. Light and dark, self and other, are no longer at odds. They have merged into a higher understanding, a unity that transcends the boundaries of your former self. This is not just an intellectual knowing, it is an embodied realization, a feeling of deep resonance with the universe. You are no longer separate from the whole, but a vital part of it, vibrating in harmony with the rhythms of life and creation. The energy of the cosmos flows effortlessly through you now, and the spiritual work you've done has transformed you into a vessel capable of holding this divine power. The illusions of the ego and the limitations of dualistic thinking no longer bind you. Instead, you move through life with the grace and clarity of one who has mastered the sacred laws of reality. Coagulation represents this, the alchemical marriage of your soul with the cosmos, where you and the divine become one. As you stand in this place of unity and mastery, you realize that the journey never truly ends. Coagulation is not a final destination, but the beginning of a new cycle, a deeper level of becoming. You have unlocked the mysteries of existence, but with that comes the understanding that the universe is infinite, and so too is your growth. In this moment, you embody the eternal process of creation and transformation. You are both the student and the master, the seeker and the source. With this newfound understanding, you are ready to step fully into your role as a conscious creator, aligned with the cosmic forces that guide all of existence. This is the essence of spiritual mastery, the realization that you are one with the universe, and that your journey of becoming is in itself the ultimate expression of divine unity. Conclusion: the eternal cycle of spiritual mastery. As you stand in this place of unity and mastery, you realize that the journey is not linear but cyclical. Like the cycles of the moon or the turning of the seasons, each step you have taken has prepared you for the next. But it does not end here. The alchemical process, the transformation of the soul, is ongoing, always spiraling towards greater mastery, always moving closer to the heart of the cosmos. Just as the universe is in constant state of expansion and contraction, so too is your path of spiritual growth. This journey is eternal, ever evolving, guiding you deeper into alignment with the cosmic forces that shape reality. What you have experienced so far is not a conclusion, but a continuation, a new beginning that awaits beyond every transformation. You have mastered one level of consciousness, but the universe invites you to explore even more profound mysteries, to embody an even greater connection with all that is. This is the essence of spiritual mastery, to recognize that there is always more to learn, more to become. The cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is not something that happens once. It is a constant flow, a dance of energies that moves you closer to the source of all creation, and with every turn of the wheel, you grow in wisdom, in power, in love. You are not just a seeker anymore. You are a master in the making, and the universe itself is your guide. Thanks for joining me, and may the ancestors guide your path. Join me again next time. This is the House of Horus, signing out.